Boom! My legion of leasers, my army of apartment maniacs. Let's fix something that is killing you. It's this thing. Not my phone, not your phone, the leasing office phone, and how terrible it is to follow up. So terrible that when I do my Leasing University phone training with people just like you, and I call apartment communities just like yours, nobody follows up with me. I get it, because it's terrible. You don't know what to say. You feel like the people don't answer. You feel like they don't call you back. You feel like you're just wasting your time, all right? So let's fix follow-up right now, because newsflash, boom! You've got to do it, okay? You can't just let the phones ring, let things go to voicemail, talk to people one time maybe, and not follow up with them and expect them to give you all of their money, right? This is the most expensive purchase that people are gonna make. They spend more money on this than anything else, all right? So let's talk about improving follow-up, all right? Let me break it down. Let me break it down for you right now. And if you have a sword and shield nearby, okay? Sword, shield, Never go into battle without these two things. By the way, when you're cruising around the leasing office, make sure you have a sword and shield with you all the time, right? The dog park is over here and building 1 is here. The neat thing is you can park your car right here. It's a little mini whiteboard, all right? We're not getting into sword and shields today. Super important for you to have these when you're walking around the community. But if you have a sword and shield, write down what I'm about to tell you. Okay, so we've got, hopefully we answer the phone. Hopefully we answer it within 1, 2, 3 rings, all right? Because right about that 4th ring, people start to get pissed off, okay? I study this stuff so you guys don't have to. I lay in bed at night thinking about this kind of stuff so you don't have to. And if you don't believe me, try it out for yourself. Go call an apartment community. You're gonna find you're cool, you're calm, you're collected. 1st ring, 2nd ring, 3rd ring. Between that 3rd and 4th ring feels like an eternity, and by the time the phone rings 4 times, you are like frustrated, you're pissed off. So if people are acting irritated when they talk to you, it could be that you're not answering the phone fast enough, all right? Let's say you're answering the phone. That's great. Hey, it's a great day at Meadows. What can I get you information on? Boom! That's how I want you answering the phone. It's a great day at insert community name. What can I get you information on? Don't say your name and don't say how can I help you. How can I help you takes your credibility right down to greeter at Walmart level. Never ever say your name when you answer the phone, because that's not how human beings talk, right? And when I say, thank you for calling Meadows, my name's Matt, how can I help you? They didn't even hear my name, right? You want to put yourself in a position to be able to get their name later. That sounds like this. It's a great day at Meadows. What can I get you information on? I'm calling about your 2 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms? Yeah, I think I need a 2-bedroom because I'm going to use the 2nd bedroom as an office. What research have you done on us? Great question to ask, right? We go, by the way, my name's Matt. What's your name? It's Monica. Monica, great to meet you. What's most important to you as you move into the new apartment, right? Now I'm having a skillful conversation. That's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today is follow-up. So let's say Monica had to leave a voicemail. Hope she doesn't. Let's say she had to. Hope you're answering the phone. Let's say you don't. Hope you do, but let's say you don't. Okay? So now I got to call Monica back. I've never talked with Monica. Here's what I want you to do. The first thing I want you to write down in terms of follow-up. If it's a brand new contact and you haven't contacted that person before, your follow-up is going to be, I wanted to reach out to you personally and make sure my people got you all the information you needed on our community. Not, I'm just following up. Hi, Monica. It's Matt with Meadows Apartments. I'm just following up to see how your apartment search was going. You guys smell that? It's commission breath, right? It's especially bad breath, right? When you do the up talk and you're super positive and you're just following up and checking in. Code word, I just want your money, right? I'm just Following up. Stop using the F word with your prospects. It is gross. It's potty mouth. Okay? Wash your mouth out with some detergent. We're not using F words. We're not dropping F bombs on our prospects. And we're for sure not using the C word either. Both of those will get you sent to the principal's office. F word, following up. C word, checking in. We're not doing that. Hey Monica, Matt Easton over here at Meadows. Wanted to reach out to you personally. Make sure my people got you all the information you needed on our community. Listen to my credibility. Whoa, my credibility is way up here with like the CEO of the company, right? I sound like the CEO. I sound like the vice president of property management. Don't lie and say you're the CEO, unless you are. Don't lie and say you're the VP of property management, unless you are. But y'all can sound just like them. That sounds like this. Hey Monica, Matt Easton over here at Meadows. Wanted to reach out to you personally. Make sure my people got you all the information you needed. If this is a voicemail, hey Monica, Matt Easton over here at Meadows. Wanted to reach out to you personally. Make sure my people got you all the information you needed. I'm on my direct line, 303-803-7372. Beautiful, beautiful. Mwah, 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 mwah. A perfect message for somebody that filled out a lead form, left a voicemail. That's all you need to say. Don't leave a mini sales pitch, okay? And don't, hi, I'm just following up, checking in. You're not gonna do that, right? You're gonna be cool, calm, collected. Hey Dave, Matt Easton over here at Meadows Apartments. Wanted to reach out to you personally. Make sure my people got you all the information you needed on our community. I'm on my direct line, 303-803-7372. Feel free to call me, text me anytime. That's all you have to do. Okay, that's number one. Okay, number two, let's say you're, I don't even want to say the word, following up, F word. They should put a big sensor over my mouth, right? But I'm not following up. But let's say you are. You're following up on somebody that you needed to do something. Sign the lease, schedule a tour, whatever the hell the thing was that you wanted them to do, just simply call them and ask them if it makes sense to do it. Life is easier. I'm not, hi Monica, you had toured the community yesterday. I'm just checking in to see how your apartment search was going. I'm just following up to see if you still needed an apartment, because we still have apartments and my regional really wants me to lease apartments, so she's standing right behind me, which is why I'm making a follow-up call. So I'm just following up and checking in. No. Hey Monica, Matt Easton over here at Meadows. You had looked at the two-bedroom yesterday. Calling to see if it makes sense to sign the lease agreement. I'm on my mobile, 303-803-7372, or I'm on my direct line, 303-803-7372, or I'm in the leasing office, 303-803-7372. By the way, that's my real mobile. If you guys love the coaching, take a video of yourselves. Yo, I love being on Leasing University. Send it to me. I'll put it on our over 1,000 video testimonials on our website. I digress, okay? So if there was something we wanted the person to do, we're just gonna simply call them and ask them if it makes sense to do it. That way we're not asking them to do anything. We're not putting any pressure on them. People are exponentially more likely to do the things we want them to do when it's their reason. So we're gonna leverage all of that psychological stuff. We're not gonna follow up. We're not gonna check in. We're gonna ask them if it makes sense to blank, right? Let's say Valerie needs to bring her daughter by because her daughter lives with her and her daughter's getting ready to go into high school and she wants her daughter to see the community before she leases an apartment. I'm not gonna follow up and check in and see everything's going, see if you wanted to bring your daughter by. I'm not gonna do any of that. Okay, who was it? Valerie? Hey Valerie, Matt Easton over here at Meadows, calling to see if it makes sense to bring your daughter by the community this afternoon. I'm on my direct line, 303-803-7372. It's simple, it's straightforward, and gosh darn it, it works. Okay? If you are a black belt, if you have your CLC, your certified leasing consultant credential from me, You might be operating at an even higher level. You might be NSO, next step obsessed. That means when you talk to Valerie, you're going to ask Valerie, hey Valerie, does it make sense to go sign the lease? Valerie's going to say, no. You're going to say, what's a good next step then? Valerie's going to say, I need to get my daughter Angela here, right? I realize Angela's not paying the bills. I'm a single mom. I want to try and be a cool mom. I at least want Angela to put eyeballs on her room before I sign the lease, right? I want her to feel a part of this. Man, that makes total sense. As a dad of a teenage daughter, I get it, right? Does it make sense to get Angela here tomorrow? Yeah, it does. Perfect. I will give you a call tomorrow, 10 a.m. if I haven't heard from you before then on the right time to bring Angela by, right? I'm going to be next step obsessed. Then tomorrow at 10 a.m., I can call Valerie and go, hey Valerie, Matt Easton over here at Meadows, as promised, calling to see if it makes sense to bring Angela by after school this afternoon. I'm here in the leasing office, 303-803-7372. 212, sexy. Sexiest words in all of sales, as promised, right? There is nothing sexier than that, because you are professional, you are together, you are prepared, you are organized, and you do what you say you're going to do when you say you are going to do it. You can communicate all of that with these two beautiful words, as promised. Hey Mike, Matt Easton down here in the leasing office, as promised, calling to see if it makes sense to renew your lease this afternoon. You can either come down to the leasing office or reach me directly at 303-803-7372. Okay? If you really want to take that to the next level, put a so you can, because you went through our phone training, which we're not talking about today. You went through my handling objections training. You went through all of my training at leasinguniversity.com. Shameless plug, leasinguniversity.com. Okay? Hey Mike, Matt Easton down here in the leasing office, as promised, calling to see if it makes sense to renew your lease so you can get that out of the way. One less thing you have to worry about as you start to work into that new job that you just started last month. I'm here in the leasing office, 303-803-7372, right? So you can. Hey Valerie, Matt Easton over here at Meadows, calling to see if it makes sense to bring Angela by the community today so you can put yourself in the best position to have her in that right school district and make sure that she loves the community before you sign the lease. I'm here in the leasing office, 303-803-7372. Okay? The last thing I want to tell you about follow-up, because I just made you great, is to not put yourself in a death loop. Duh, that sounds scary. A death loop. What's a death loop? A death loop is Valerie says she's going to go online and fill out the application, and she doesn't do it. I don't want to say anything bad about our residents. I don't want to say anything bad about our prospects. But do they tell us they're going to do stuff and not do it? Yeah. Okay, so here's what I want you to do when you're in those situations. They said they were going to fill out the application. They needed to upload their pay stubs so that we can get them approved. I don't want you to call and go, I'm just following up to see where you're at with your pay stubs, because we're using the F word, and they already said they were going to upload their pay stubs. When somebody says they're going to do something, maintain that position. Like if this was battle, if we were in war and I took that territory, I'm not going to give it back to you. Okay? You said you were going to upload the pay stubs. So I'm not going to call and check in and follow up, because that's now up for debate whether or not you were going to upload the pay stubs. Okay? I'm also not going to call you and see if it makes sense to upload your pay stubs, because you said it did. So I'm simply going to go right up to the edge of passive aggressive without crossing that line, because I hate passive aggressive people. But sometimes we got to go right up to the edge, and I'm going to talk about the mechanics of you uploading your pay stubs. So I'm guessing if you're anything like most communities and people have to upload their pay stubs, there's an email with a link, right? And if Angela said she was going to upload her pay stubs, or well, Angela's the daughter, let's say it's Valerie. If Valerie said she was going to upload her pay stubs and I sent her the email with the link, and I haven't seen any pay stubs, I'm simply going to call and say, hey Valerie, Matt Easton here in the leasing office of Meadows. Wanted to make sure you had the email with the link to upload your pay stubs. I'm going to resend it to you right now, and I'm here on my direct line, 303-803-7372. Okay, so, yeah, that's my number. 303-803-7372. Call me if you got questions, if you love the training. Hey, I love Leasing University. Text me a video. I'll put it on the thing, okay? 303-803-7372. But right back to those mechanics. Let's say Rick was gonna fill out the application, and I sent Rick a link to the application. I'm not going to call Rick and, hey Rick, I'm just following up and checking in to see if you still wanted to do the application, because Rick said he was going to do it. Hey Rick, Matt Easton here in the leasing office of Meadows. Wanted to make sure you had the link to complete the application. I'm going to re-email that to you right now, and I'm on my direct line, 303-803-7372. 303-803-7372. Don't repeat your number twice. I did that because I'm looking for a video testimonial from one of you. Okay? Did I just get one? Not yet. Send me one. But let me give you that message one more time. When somebody says they're going to do something, don't put yourself in a death loop of continuing to ask them if they're going to do it, to which they say, yes, I am, and they don't do it. Just simply focus on the mechanics. Hey Melissa, Matt Easton down here in the leasing office of Meadows. Wanted to make sure you received the link to complete your renewal agreement. I'm going to re-email it to you right now. I'm on my direct line. Not if you have any questions. Not just say, I'm on my direct line, or I'm in the leasing office, and then give them the phone number. Never, ever, ever say, if you have any questions, call me. Why? Because then people will do what? Make up questions. If you just say the number and they legit have some questions, like they can't find the link because it's trapped in their spam, they'll call you anyways. But if you say, hey, I didn't see that you completed your renewal agreement, I'm going to send that over to you one more time, and if you have any questions about the renewal, give me a call. They're either not going to call you, or they're going to call and say, I noticed my rent's gone up $50. I don't want to pay that. Because you just opened the door for a debate. Should sound like this. Hey Samantha, Matt in the leasing office, we had spoke yesterday. Wanted to make sure you had the link to complete the renewal agreement. I'm going to re-email it to you right now, and I'm in the leasing office, 303-803-7372. We're going to go ahead and land on the Hudson. Would you like a runway at Teterboro? Negative. Which engines are out? Both engines. Would you like a runway at LaGuardia or JFK? Negative. We're going to land in the Hudson. Say again, we'll be in the Hudson. Sully Sullenberger, best pilot ever. Be Sully. Land the damn plane, right? Don't cause a bunch of drama that doesn't need to be there. Just land on the Hudson. Wanted to make sure you had the link to upload your pay stubs. I'm going to resend that over to you right now. I'm on my direct line, 303-803-7372. And that's how you follow up in all scenarios. You're welcome. Anybody have any questions on this or anything else? What's we got? What's we got? What's we got? We got one in the chat. What if you have confirmed they got the link? Cool. Yeah. Well, what do you mean when you say what if you, can you unmute yourself and say, what do you mean by that you've confirmed? Because I know they got the, go ahead.
So like, for example, at our community, if we're like, if the applicant is like, I'm going to go home and apply, we'll send them the snap link before they leave our office. Yep. Right? And can you confirm that you got the link? Yes. What do we do if we need to follow up with them after? We're not going to call and say, did you get the link? Because we already know they got it. Which
we are. And that's why I'm coming right up to the edge of passive aggressive. Here's the thing. We're not that important. Okay? They're not tracking everything that we said. Even if they were, and we say, wanted to make sure you got the link, even though 3 hours ago when they were in the leasing office we confirmed with them, they're the jabroni that didn't fill out the link. They're the knucklehead that didn't do what they said they were going to do. So there's no point in shining a big light on their inaction, right? So what we're doing is we're passive aggressively giving them an out for their laziness and unprofessionalism, and they're going to take that out and go, oh yeah, now I see the link, I'll get it done right now. By the way, fantastic question. Literally what I'm doing is I'm taking the onus off of them not doing the thing that they said they were going to do and placing it kind of on myself by wanting to make sure they had the link. Because all of those people out there that don't do stuff, if I say to my kid, hey, I wanted to make sure that you did your homework, okay? He didn't. He's going to make a bunch of excuses. No, I'm too tired. I don't understand English all of a sudden. But if I say, hey, I wanted to make sure your teacher emailed you the links to your homework. Oh yeah, I see it now. I'll do it. Because I'm giving him an out, right? I'm not asking him for an excuse why he hasn't done his homework. I'm giving him one, kind of, by wanting to make sure he had the link. But in the end, I get what I want, and that is my 14-year-old. By the way, they really start to smell at about 14, especially if they play hockey. Oh, crazy. I'm like, dude, it's called Old Spice. Try it out. I digress. I
think lately my team has been saying more like, I can't remember the exact words, but then we'll be like, we'll help you find the next best apartment. So we shouldn't be leaving messages like that or talking to people like that. Because we'll be like,
1000% we should talk to people like that, but that's a different scenario.
We need to have everything uploaded by noon. If not, we can help you find the next best apartment. Okay,
no, we shouldn't be doing that, right? Okay. Wanted to make sure you had the link, blah, 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 blah. I wouldn't put that in a follow-up because that's a little like threatening, right? The next best is you having a live discussion. Well, I can't get to it. Hey, I wanted to call you back. I'm not going to be able to get to it till noon because Honey Boo Boo is moving to Denver and she's going to be signing autographs in the mall, and I want to get an autograph photo with Honey Boo Boo, so I'm not going to be able to do it. Totally get it, right? Huge Honey Boo Boo fan myself. I just want to be clear about something, right? We're back to back on tours, and the likelihood that the 2-bedroom that you looked at is going to get rented is 100%. There is a 100% probability that somebody's going to be in that apartment. I don't know when. The probability that it's going to be very soon, if not today, is high. But again, I don't know when, right? We have fair housing. I have to lease it to the first qualified person that wants it. As long as you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. If we miss out on this particular unit, no sweat. I will work with you and I'll find the next best one, right? I want this one, which is why I recommend getting it filled out. But Honey Boo Boo, I get it, right? She's awesome. I think she's 35 now. But here's the thing, it's only a few minutes. Does it make sense to just knock it out so somebody else doesn't grab the apartment? Yes, okay, great, cool. Then you tell Honey Boo Boo I said hi afterwards. So we don't want to leave that in a voicemail. That's more of a one-to-one discussion. Yeah, Honey Boo Boo is moving to Denver. We were unable to sell our house in Denver, so I have a multi-million-dollar house sitting in Denver, and my wife texted me this thing. She's like, Honey Boo Boo and her husband, who's having trouble finding a job, are looking for a house to rent. I was like, ah! My wife was like, I know, right? Somebody's going to lease them their house, and she's not going to pay, and it's going to be a show, and everybody's going to win except that homeowner. No disrespect, Honey Boo Boo, whatever your real name is. Maybe it is Honey Boo Boo. I don't know. We have to check her birth certificate. Is it Honey Boo Boo? Who knows? It could be. Could be. What was the mama? Big Mama or something like that?
Matt.
What's that?
We're digressing.
We are digressing. That's all right. David's like, oh, I paid money for this. Yes, David, you did, which is why we're covering right? If we haven't talked to them, wanted to reach out to you personally, make sure my people got you all the information you needed on our community, okay? If there's something we need them to do, does it make sense to do it? If we've set a next step as promised, does it make sense to do it? If they said they were gonna do something and they haven't done it, we're gonna focus on the mechanics of it and not the fact that they don't do what they said they were gonna do when they said they were gonna do it. That sounds like this. Wanted to make sure you had the link, wanted to make sure you had the portal, wanted to make sure you had the lease renewal agreement to sign online, whatever the mechanics of it are. Anybody got any other questions for me? You're like, damn, this was fun. Yeah, kinda, it was. Guys, leasing doesn't have to be boring. Leasing can be fun, right? But leasing can also be a lot easier when we follow a process. If we just call people all day and go, I'm just following up, or worse, don't call them. This is why when people come into the leasing office, they treat us like crap, right? You're gonna have to talk to these people either way at some point. Just get ahead of it and be professional and land the plane on the Hudson, okay? Because the alternative is to have to deal with people that are annoyed, they're upset, they lost the unit that they wanted, right? When you don't answer the phone, you have to do 9 times more work. I'm gonna say that again. Guys, I just wanna let you know, David knows this. When you don't answer the phone, you have to do 9 times more work. Okay? I already cashed the check, David. I'm not giving you your money back. Let me talk to you guys. I'm not talking to corporate right now. I care about you. And if I can find a cheat code for you to have to do 9 times less work, I already cashed the check. I realize you guys get paid to work. I'd rather have you not having to work so hard. If you let the call go to voicemail, you have to do 9 times more work. Why? You call them back. Even if you're skillful with your message, you're leaving them a message. And then they call you back. And then you're in some sort of alternate universe? No, you're in your same universe where you don't answer the phone unless the stars align, the humidity's perfect, and it's 73.1 degrees in your leasing office. Okay? Just answer the damn phone. When they call and you answer, you are an expert. And they are asking you for help. They're at your mercy. They owe you a favor. It's weird, but I think about this stuff. If David calls me and I answer, who's in control? Me. Because he called me. He can't treat me like a salesperson because he called me. I'm in control. I have all of the authority. I have all of the credibility. David is asking me for help or information. If David leaves a voicemail and I call David back 7 seconds later, I'm a salesperson and I'm bothering him. And he has all of the control. You don't believe me? Think about it in your world. How many times have you guys, even yesterday, called somebody and were like, yes, when they answered, right? Hey, I need to get my extensions raised because now my roots are starting to show. You guys, this is all extensions back here, little micro, there's some beads and they weave it. Girl, I got to get my extensions lifted, right? You're asking them for help. But if the salon calls you back, they're bothering you. Oh, hello? Yeah, you had left a message about I don't know. I just think I need to get my extensions. But like, you're not in control. Just answer the damn phone and you will be in control. You will be the expert. They will be asking you for help. When you call them back, which I'm not saying don't call them back. Please, yes, call them back. But you're already starting at a lower level, which is why I want you to artificially increase your level when you call them back by saying things like, I wanted to reach out to you personally, make sure my people got you all the information you needed on our community. Okay? Only a lower level person, none of us are on this call, only a low level person would be like, hey, I'm just following up and checking in. I saw you wanted some information on our property. How can I help you? Right? That's like low level. Wanted to reach out to you personally, make sure my people got you all the info. You're like, I'm the one that's supposed to make those calls. None of my people would do that. You don't have to tell them that. Just say, wanted to reach out to you personally, make sure my people. If you're like, I don't have people. Yes, you do. I'm your people. Maintenance is your people. David's your people. Your other people in the office are your people. Important people have people. Congratulations, you are now important. Okay, so start acting like it. Wanted to reach out to you personally, make sure my people got you all the information you needed on our community. Oh, they all say the same thing. Oh, thank you. My pleasure. What can I get you information on? Where are we right now? We're right at the beginning of the phone script. Then just go right into the phone script. But if you call and say, hey, I'm just checking in and following up. I know there was a voicemail from you. Now they're in control for the remainder of that conversation. And they're going to fire questions at you, and they're going to treat you like a robot, and they're going to expect that you have answers, and the call's not going to go well. Just start that call with, wanted to reach out to you personally, make sure my people got you all the information you needed in our community. Oh, thank you. My pleasure. What can I get you information on? Was calling about your 2 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms? Yeah, I think I need what research have you done on us? Now I'm an expert. I'm a doctor. I'm prescribing versus well, the square footage is this and we've got some rent specials, right? It's just how we start these conversations will determine how much work we have to do and how people treat us. As my South Boston mother, when she smoked the long cigarettes, used to say, Matthew, Bring me a pack of Benson and Hedges. Mom, I don't want to buy you cigarettes. I'm 6 years old. Life isn't fair. Life is not fair. Go to the store, get your mother some smokes, right? She was right. On that part, she was right. Sending a 6-year-old to get smokes, maybe not so much. And they sold the 6-year-old the smokes because they were more scared of my mother than I was. Oh, it's a guy. Are you Gina's kid? Yeah, here's the smokes, right? See ya. Life is not fair, guys. How we start these conversations will dictate how these prospective residents and current residents treat us. I love you guys. You are awesome. Okay? I will see you guys very, very soon. Don't forget the portal. And if you haven't made a video testimonial yet, 303-803-7372. That was the little jingle I taught my son when he was a little kid, like in case you get lost. 303-803-7372. 303. I think I stole that from Kiko Man. In the pan, add a little Kiko Man. You guys are all way too young to remember Kiko Man. That was a commercial, and it was a jingle. And somebody remember, I think Michelle might remember it. She's like, I added a little Kiko Man. Yeah, it was good stuff. Yes, 303-803-7372. Send me a video testimonial. It'll make my day. Otherwise, be great. Get those leases. Y'all are the bomb.com. I'll see you soon.
The way people rent apartments has changed. Today's renter has access to more information. Today's renter has more choices. The apartment industry needs you. Studies have shown that moving is the most stressful life event. The old sales training, well, it just doesn't work today. I'd like to teach you how to take the stress out of leasing apartments in a way that's meaningful to you and your renters and get you 7 times more leases. I'll show you how the perfect leasing process works. I'm gonna walk you through everything from answering the phone to closing the lease. I'm gonna show you how to determine your prospects' wants and their needs so that you can build value in your apartments. You will learn how to handle any objection or complaint. I'm gonna show you how to connect with your renter so it's easy for them to rent with you. I've taught the best property management companies and thousands of people just like you how to lease apartments. Property management is complicated. I'll simplify it for you. There's more competition than ever before. I'm gonna show you how to be number one. All of a sudden, your career, it's gonna make perfect sense, even if you've never worked in sales or property management before. And for the advanced property manager, I'm gonna show you how to take things to the next level. Leasing University is a new, simple, step-by-step process that's effective. We're gonna help you become a rock star in property management. I'm Matt Easton, and this is Leasing University.